All right, how's everybody doing? This is the Comic Samurai. I want to welcome you to my next video, and tonight we're going to be kicking off Comic Bowl 2. That's right. It's that type of year again, and we're about to do the biggest battle royale in comic books. I spent all year picking out my favorite covers, and tonight they're going to go up against each other in heads-up battles. We're going to whittle down my 90 favorite picks to 45 lucky contestants that get a move on to the playoffs. All 45 losers tonight will have a chance to battle for 5 open spots in the wild card competition. Now, last year's champion was this beautiful classic X-Men #1, but the Steranko trophy is back up for grabs, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, our first 2 contestants tonight are Supergirl #1 with a beautiful Mike Turner cover up against this Green Arrow #89. It's one of my favorites. This Green Arrow one just barely missed the cutoff for last year's Comic Bowl. But let's go ahead and look at these 2 covers. I love the colors on this Supergirl #1 here. Michael Turner always does a great job. Look at the perspective though on this one. With the arrows coming in from the side, all the windows in the background, the clouds, the broken concrete on the bottom. I thought this Supergirl would be an easy win here, but this Green Arrow is just so much more of a dynamic image, and it takes the win on this first round. All right. Now, the secondary game that we're going to be playing here is that I'm going to have a drink when I feel like it, and you're welcome to try to keep up with me if you'd like. But you don't have to. Let's go ahead and move it on. Next up, we got Thor #38 versus Batman #237. All right. Now, these 2 are the second battle in our night tonight. We're going to be looking at 90 totally random comic books. No order at all. Oh, this Barry Windsor Smith image here of Thor. Look at the colors that he did on that. That's one of my newest favorites. Oh, but this Batman is a classic. With the Reaper there, it's a Neil Adams. Oh, I love the colors on this one. Again, this Batman one is one that just barely didn't make the cutoff for last year's Comic Bowl. And this Barry Windsor Smith was a new find for me. Which of these 2 do I like better? Which is going to go on? Oh, I got to say this Thor with those colors. I had just never seen anything like it before, and it takes the win. All right. Now, I've got 90 here tonight. And next up, we've got Iron Man #121 versus Classic X-Men #39. Again, these are in random order. I have no idea what's coming, but oh, each one of these is a beauty. This Iron Man, Bob Layton image with Namor. Iron Man bending the barrel of that, it's not a tank, a battleship there, but this one, it's a Stephen Lightly cover. And Wolverine, it's a reprint of X-Men 133, Wolverine's first solo appearance. I love the blacks in this one. Okay, now this one, I like that Iron Man. I do like when he and Namor team up. Which one is going to take the win here? Just because there's so much history with this classic X-Men, I choose it as my winner. All right, like I said, we're going to choose 45 and they'll move on. And then there'll be a spot for 5 openings that they'll have to battle out in the wild card battle. Next up, we got Silver Surfer #46. And it's going to go up against Detective Comics #571. An Alan Davis image here versus Ron Lim. Oh, the reintroduction of Warlock. I love that cover there. But we've got Scarecrow. Oh, it's one of my favorite Scarecrow images there. If I had to pick one of these, let's see. Oh, I like the dynamic side. Oh, yeah, you know what? This one's got a bit more of an interesting perspective. This one's so flat. I do like Pip and the other characters in the background there. But if I had to choose one, I'm just in a spooky mood right now, and this Detective Comics takes the win. All right, next up we got Incredible Hulk #379, that beautiful Dale Keown image there, and it's going to go up against Iron Man #100. Another Iron Man. Oh, they're being represented hard tonight. Look at that Dale Keown image. Close up right there. It's iconic, but so is that Iron Man there. The image of 100. I love when they put text on a cover here. Oh, the bright colors on this Iron Man one. It is a beautiful comic there. Which of these do I like better? I am in a strange mood today, and I got to say, this Iron Man takes the win. That is surprising. Next up, we got Ghost Rider #9, a beautiful Sudium cover. I love that one. And it's going to go up against the New Warriors number 44, this photograph cover. I love the blue on that one. Let's see how they face off against each other. Oh, look at the drippings onto the Ghost Rider there. I love the colors. It's like illuminated from there. The lighting source is so unlike anything I'd seen. I almost like the banner of the red there at the top here, but that blue and the teeth on that model there, whoever they chose did a great job. Which one of these do I like better? Oh, this blue. It's just all about the color on that one, and it takes the win, meaning that Ghost Rider takes its first loss. All right, next up we got The Amazing Spider-Man, number 303, a beautiful Todd McFarlane cover, the most underrated of his run, in my opinion. Next, and goes up against the Avengers, number 127. Oh, these are two beauties here. Go ahead and take a drink. Todd McFarlane, Gil Kane. Oh, these are such great covers. I haven't looked at these in forever, so every one of these is a surprise for me as well. I love the Sandman there. Look at his hand all big and a club of brick there. Silver Sable makes an appearance there, but look at all these guest appearances. Thing, Thor, Human Torch, Vision, everything on the cover. These purple and yellow villains, though. Oh, what a deterrent. If they'd have just colored it different, it would have taken the win. But The Amazing Spider-Man pulls it out on this one. Next up, we got Spawn, number 1. All right, it finally makes its appearance in the Comic Bowl. Going up against Shanna the She-Devil, number 1, a Frank Cho image. Now, the only stipulation that I had, the only requirement, is that none of these comics could have made an appearance in the first Comic Bowl. These are all brand new, fresh faces here tonight. And we've got Spawn, Todd McFarlane, going up against Frank Cho, a bit of a cheesecake cover versus an icon. Let's see, which one of these do I like better? Oh, just because Spawn is such an iconic image, it definitely takes the win on that one. Frank Cho suffers his first loss tonight. All right, next up we got Batman, number 1, The Dark Knight Returns, number 1, against Iron Man, number 126. A lot of Iron Man making their appearance already. All right, what have we got here? Oh, this Frank Miller iconic cover. This is going to be hard to beat. Oh, let's see. I do like, they could have just done that single solitary figure of Iron Man, but they had these other panels here as well. Oh, I do like this face-off, but I gotta say, this is an easy one too. That Dark Knight, it's just such a great cover, and it takes the win, handing Iron Man another loss. Next up, we got the Defenders, number 96, a beautiful Michael Golden cover here. I love his take on the Ghost Rider. Up against the sensational She-Hulk, number 50. This John Byrne image that utilizes a gimmick there, and oh, I just think it is the classiest gimmick cover that there is. I love that. 50 emblem there, the reflective skin. There's an embossment on the She-Hulk lettering there too. All right, which one of these am I going to choose? That is a beautiful Ghost Rider. Look at how it's lit from below, the purple in the background, but something about this. It really is just a beautiful cover, and it's stolen my heart. The sensational She-Hulk takes a win, handing Ghost Rider a loss. Next up, we got Marvel Comics Presents number 101, a beautiful Sam Keith image. Going up against Aphrodite 9, number 0. A beautiful David Finch cover there. Giveaway in Wizard Comics there. Oh, the cheesecake, the tail light cover. Up against Sam Keith, Wolverine, Nightcrawler there. The white, stark background, but this creepy old tree there. Which one of these is going to take the win? I gotta say, I love Wolverine, how his claws are buried in the dirt there. This one takes the win, handing Aphrodite 9 its first loss. Next up, we got Incredible Hulk, number 393, Dale Keown Classic. Another gimmick cover makes its appearance in the Comic Bowl, up against Star Wars Dark Empire, number 1. I remember seeing this one for the first time in a comic shop in Denver, Colorado there. Oh, I bought this one off the shelf in Red Lodge, Montana. Oh, there's so many memories tied to both of these. There was like a silver edition of these platinum. I thought it was beautiful, but I like the regular cover here too. Which one of these is going to take the win? Just the addition of that green foil. It was so fitting. It's an homage cover to Hulk number 1. Dale Keown, he hit it out of the park with that one. And Incredible Hulk takes the win, standing Star Wars to the loser's bracket. Next up, we got Lady Death, number 1, a chromium cover. Another gimmick makes its appearance in the Comic Bowl, up against The Dark Knight Returns, number 2, a classic Frank Miller image. Look at how he fills the image of the cover there, that Batman figure there. It's this huge hulking figure, and he's got a crouch to fit in. Oh, I love that one. But Lady Death there, oh, look at how the chromium shines on her blade there, the blood running down it. Which of these am I going to pick. Oh, Frank Miller did just another great image. It has grown on me over the years, and he pulls out another win. Next up, we got Fantastic Four, number 310, and what a great close-up image of the spiky thing. Going to go up against Wolverine Origins, number 1, a Michael Turner cover. Oh, Michael Turner always does a great job. I love his unique take on Wolverine. Look at how his claws glow there. That's how you do it there. Coming out at the viewer there, the perspective is awesome. The thing here, what a great image of him. Which of these am I going to choose to go on to the Comic Bowl? Let's have a look here. Oh, I am in the mood for this coloring here. It's much more classic. This one, they didn't need to do all that stuff in the background there. All right, I'm handing Wolverine a loss, and the thing takes a win. All right, next up we got Detective Comics Annual 5, another Sam Keith cover. His take on the Dark Knight, going up against the Incredible Hulk number 209, one of the greatest battle covers with the Absorbing Man. All right, let's take a look here. We've got a Copper Age going up against kind of a more modern one there. Sam Keith, look at how his shredded costume is all coils there. The gun coming in from the edge, but these two huge hulking figures there. It's going to come down to my mood right at this minute. Which one is going to pull out a win? Something about that spotlight on those two figures. The Joker's take there, no, it's too comical. Something about that tooth. There is no way that the teeth would be that big. I don't like it when I can't suspend my disbelief anymore. Like if it was just a little more realistic, I would have been able to give him a pass. But Sam Keith pushed it a little far on that one. Sometimes you fly a little too close to the sun. And Sam Keith takes his first loss tonight, handing the Incredible Hulk an early win. All right, go ahead and take a sip if you want it. Next up, we got the Spectacular Spider-Man number 101, that classic John Byrne image, going up against Submariner number 6 versus Tiger Shark there. Oh, I love that classic face-off right here. But John Byrne's image of black and white, it's unlike anything I had ever seen at the time there. There are a couple demerits. I wish he would have just used implied lines on some of them where he didn't have to put the black outline. Oh, this is such a great Oshima image there. Which one? I gotta go with Spider-Man on this one. He takes his win, handing the Submariner a defeat. Next up, we got Soulfire, number 5. A beautiful Michael Turner image. Gonna go up against Marvel 2-in-1, Annual 2, a Jim Starlin cover there with the Thing fighting Thanos with Spider-Man's help, Warlock in the Infinity Gem there. And we've got Michael Turner's beautiful image there under a waterfall. Look at the colors in the wings there. It's translucent. This one's just a little too white. I like the text, but I wish they would have incorporated more of an image there, handing Michael Turner a win. All right. The Annual there takes a loss. Let's move it on to Identity Crisis number 3. Another Michael Turner image there with Deathstroke downing all those heroes up against Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 1, a classic Steranko cover. Let's see which one of these is going to take the win. I love the pop imagery that Steranko did on that one there. Oh, I love the blade, though. I love the perspective. Oh, this is the hardest, closest call I've had yet. I love the silhouette. Look at how they did the lighting. Subtly different than the background there. So even though Deathstroke is in the foreground, your attention is supposed to be drawn to the background of those heroes there. Oh, I thought it was going to be an easy win for Steranko on this one, but I gotta say, I love it. The Zatanna, all the heroes that I wanted to see. Deathstroke, Sword, the Blood. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to hand Infinity Crisis a win, and Steranko takes his first loss of the night. Oh, that's a tough one. Next up, we got Astonishing X-Men number 2, and this one, oh, I featured it in a couple of my videos, and it's going up against the Incredible Hulk number 376, a beautiful Dale Keown image there. All 3 Hulks make an appearance. Look at how Emma Frost is covering Cyclops' eyes, but his optic blast is burning through her fingers there. There's so many symbols here, like she's kind of deceiving him, has his eyes covered. He's blinded by love there. But on this one, the 3 Hulk's personalities have got to battle it out. Oh, which one of these is going to take the win tonight? This blue is so beautiful here. Dale Keown, though, I love how he draws the Hulk. Oh, I got to choose this Astonishing X-Men, that beautiful blue. Oh, they did such a great job on it, and it takes the win. Next up, we got Batman, Legends of the Dark Knight, number 119, a Brian Boland image there. Going up against Dark Horse Presents, number 53, a Sin City, Frank Miller image there. Goldie holding the smoking gun. Isn't that great? She's smoking a cigarette. The blind silhouette in the background. These images on the side here, I like Marv in the corner there, but this one, the image of Two-Face there reflected. And look at how that image of his face is exactly cut on the line of this image there. The more I look at this one, the more I see in it. It's a brilliant cover. I don't really like that black and white stripe on the side, though. Which one of these is going to pull out the win? I hate to say it, but Batman is going to have to fight for this one. Sin City takes the win, and Batman suffers a loss. Next up, we got Body Count number 4, a Simon Bisley image on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, going up against Ghost Rider number 12. Oh, look at that beautiful painted cover there. Ghost Rider choking the Hulk with his chain there, riding his back up against Simon Bisley's Raphael. Oh, I love how you get to see all his different weapons there. I do like a Simon Bisley image there, but two figures fighting. Look at how the Hulk is this huge towering thing. It makes Ghost Rider look like a little monkey on his back there, choking him with that chain. Which one of these do I like better? I gotta say, the battle between Ghost Rider and the Hulk is just an intriguing thing to me, and it takes the win. All right, next up we got the Amazing Spider-Man number 592. And this one is an homage to a Dali image. Going up against Savage Wolverine number 5, a Frank Cho beauty. Let's go ahead and see which one of these is going to pull out the win tonight. Both of them have a similar color palette there. I do like the abstractness of this one with the claws melting into the platform there, the tree holding it draped over. This on stilts, the perspective is all wonky. It's a great image. Oh, but we've got Frank Cho. Look at those claws coming out at the viewer there. And these background images, they get a bit lost. I can't even tell what that image on the top is. And this type gets lost there. Oh, if they'd have just had a more dynamic background than the tan there. I love that image of Wolverine, but it's taking a loss. And Spider-Man takes the win. Next up, we got the Shadow number 1. Mike Kaluta makes his first appearance in the Comic Bowl. Going up against Shanna the She-Devil number 4, another beautiful Frank Cho image. Oh, he's made a couple appearances tonight. Which one is going to take the win tonight? I love the tan on this one. Sometimes it does work when it fits. I like it. The Shadow, though, look at him hovering over the cityscape with that dynamic. Look at how the railroad ties go off into the distance there. I love that. This is just a much more dynamic image there. I love the wind blowing. This one's a little static, and the Shadow takes the win on that one. Next up, we got Superman number 203. Yet another Michael Turner cover there, going up against the Terminator number 4. All right, I love the colors on that one. Let's take a look at these two in a heads-up battle. We got Michael Turner with that beautiful blue, contrasting that golden background there. These figures with that futuristic motorcycle. I love it. The purple hair on that figure. Oh, look at that towering figure of the Terminator, though. The red eyes glowing there. It's a symmetric cover. Which one of these do I like better? The colors on this just pop. I love it. It's new. It's electric. Michael Turner brings an energy to his work that is lacking in others. Next up, we got Swamp Thing, number 9, a Bernie Wrightson classic. The coloring, oh, I love that image. Up against Detective Comics, number 408, Neil Adams versus Bernie Wrightson. Let's see what we can do with these images here. Face-to-face, heads up. Oh, this one strikes me right away with the beautiful brown in the background, this green here, but that spotlighted image. I love one that tells a story there. You get to see the decay of Robin, done by Neil Adams. Which of these is going to take the win? I got to say, this one with the colors in the water there. It's one of the most beautiful covers I've ever seen. Swamp Thing takes the win. All right, handing the Dark Knight a loss. Let's move it on to Hawkeye number 1. One of my favorite white covers. So underrated. I love that miniseries. Going up against the Incredible Hulk number 345. Todd McFarlane's epic take on the Gray Bruiser there. Mr. Fix-It. Look at how he towers and interacts with the title. That's going to be hard to beat. But oh, we've got Hawkeye on the rooftops with Mockingbird in the background there. Oh, that's such a beautiful white image there, though. But something about the smoke there, it does. Oh, that pollution. That's what they were going for. And we're both, look at the purples, how vibrant the purples are on both of those covers. But yeah, this one, just with the Hulk interacting with his trade dress there. You can't beat that one. And the Hulk pulls out a win, the strongest there is. Next up, we got Wolverine number 67, a beautiful Mark Texiera image, going up against Lady Death, the Crucible number 1, a leather cover there. Let's see which one of these I like best. Just one big central figure on both of these covers there. The bronze ink stamped on that leather there. I do like the textures coming through, but look at this beautiful image of Wolverine. I love Tex's take. He's one of my favorites, and this is my it's my go-to Tex Wolverine image. I love that one. It takes a win over Lady Death. Now, there is a bit of a luck of the draw on this, like what covers go up against what. Next up, we got Iron Man number 152, the debut of that stealth armor, going up against the Fantastic Four number 544, a Michael Turner image here. Let's see how these stand up against each other. We've got that dark black armor there. It's so beautiful. Bob Layton. It's kind of a photograph in the background, faded. I love this one. Even the green that they used in that banner there is all right, but Michael Turner, look at how he did the jaw on the thing there, his fist. The Human Torch, Storm, Black Panther. Oh, which one of these has got? This is just cool. Something about it. It's like, that is just cool armor. I wish they'd used it more. Iron Man takes the win on that one. I didn't see that one coming at all. All right, next up we got Contest of Champions number 3, this black cover here. I love number 1, but number 3 has always been right up there with it, if not better. Next up we got Spectacular Spider-Man 120. It's one of those Marvel 25th anniversary ones there. It's one of my favorite. It's a halvesy. Those are hard to beat. I love his black costume there. This is underrated. Look at that starburst behind him. But that central green skull, it's always been so creepy. Drink him if you got him. Which one of these is going to take the win tonight? Oh, this is another close one. Oh, if I had to choose only one, look at all those figures. I usually don't like them when they're taking a fall, but this, let's see how Wolverine's claws are drawn on this one. If they're just triangles, yep. Look at how they drew Wolverine's claws, and they're just tapered triangles. There's no depth, there's no blade, there's no edge to him. If they'd have done a little more detail in his claws, it would have taken the win, but Spider-Man pulls out this contest and takes the win. All right, next up we got X-Men number 100, Dave Cockrum, a classic cover on that one, going up against Justice League number 12, a Jim Lee image of Superman and Wonder Woman kissing. Oh, these are all such great covers. This is so much fun. Look at how this one is almost symmetric there, with Professor X standing in the middle, the new X-Men up against the old X-Men, but you got Superman and Wonder Woman drawn by Jim Lee, the beautiful sunrise in the background. It's a bondage cover there too. Oh, this is the hardest one yet. If I had to choose one of these that I wanted to look at, okay. We can only choose one. I gotta say, Cockrum. It's a classic image. The idea of the old team versus the new team, but it was robots. I can't remove myself from that knowledge that the old team is just cyborgs. Easy win. Okay, so Superman and Wonder Woman. Oh, that budding romance. I love that cover. Next up, we got Shotgun Mary number 1. Now, this one is the dark horse of the competition. I love that image. It has just recently grown on me. Iron Fist number 15, another Dave Cockrum image. This is the only one that I can think of Wolverine on the cover when he's wearing that Fang costume right there. I love that image. Drink them if you got them. Okay, we got all the X-Men there up against Iron Fist. Look at the explosion in the background there. It's colors, it pops. I love that. Oh, but look at this one, that tail light cover there. Her carrying the shotgun over her shoulder, looking back over her shoulder, carrying the sunglasses. That blue, it's beautiful. If both of these comics were sitting in front of me, which one would I open up and read? Oh, just because of all the characters there. But do I feel like a quick read or one that I really want to pore over? Okay. If I could only choose one, I'm picking up the blue one first. Something about that blue grabbed my attention, and Shotgun Mary takes the win. Oh, that is surprising. It might battle back, though. Next up, we got Fantastic Four number 282. This Infinity cover here. I love it. Going up against Doctor Strange number 50, another Gimmick cover making its appearance in the Comic Bowl. You know that in a sequel, the stakes have got to be higher, the comics have got to be better, and Comic Bowl 2 is not letting me down. Look at this cover here, done by John Byrne. I love how even the colors fade to that vanishing point there. And this one, to hold it, it is so different. You just can't capture the magic of this cover on film. It just doesn't translate. When you hold this one, it is like holding a magic trick in your hand. Which one of these do I like better? Oh, this one, it really grows on me, but it's just those four. This one, I love the interaction with it. Whenever a comic book demands that you pick it up and interact with it, it wins. And so Doctor Strange takes the win on this one against the Fantastic Four. John Byrne suffers a loss. Next up, we got Daredevil number 217, a beautiful Barry Windsor Smith image, going up against Vampirella, a Scarlet Thirst, done by Dave Stevens. Oh, another good girl comic book cover there. Let's see how these two stack up against each other. The colors on this one, Barry Windsor Smith. This is the epitome of a good colorist on a comic book. I love this. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, but going up against Dave Stevens, nobody can draw the female form like him. Oh, man, this is another tough call here. Which way would you guys go? All right, let's get back to it. You know what? I've never liked the Black Widow's face there. It kind of looks like a skull. He should have done something different. This scores, it's a 99 out of 100, but this one is 100 out of 100, and it takes another win. What a beautiful cover that one is. Next up, we got Moon Knight, number 56, Stephen Platt making an appearance, going up against Fantastic Four, number 7, Brett Booth. Oh, these are so hard. I just featured both of these, and I've really gone in depth looking at them, studying them. The colors on this one are amazing. But the perspective on this one with the edges, the buildings coming in, the moon behind him there. Oh, I love these covers. Both of them are just so much fun, but Stephen Platt got creative on this one. I had never seen perspective like that of all the buildings circling that image with the moon. It was such great choices. The cape flailing out there. This is unlike any other image I had ever seen. This one caught my eye and it was different. But oh man, that Moon Knight just scores on all cylinders. I love that cover. All right, next up we got Necroscope, number 1. Another Gimmick cover. I love it, love it, love it. Going up against Amazing Heroes, number 69. Now this is a Frank Miller image that I have never seen reproduced anywhere before. It's got Batman and Elektra, a Marvel and DC character on the cover there. And this one I've never seen it before. This is a beautiful image, and I'm letting it in. It's not exactly a comic book, but it is the same size and format. Done by Frank Miller of those two. Oh, but it's Necroscope, number 1, with that hologram. This is another one that it just doesn't do it justice on film. It's one that you have to hold in your hand, that black. It is a beautiful cover, but I don't think it beats Frank Miller's take on these two characters, and Amazing Heroes takes the win on that one. All right, we're running out of space in these. All right, this is fun. Next up, we got the Avengers number 363, another Gimmick cover. I love it, love it. Going up against Iron Fist number 1. What a beauty that is. I think it's a Gil Kane cover there. Oh, let's take a look at these two. Oh, look at the embossment on this one. Perfect lighting there. Look at how the Black Knight is swinging his sword, and it makes contact with Cap's shield there, and it sparks like that ebony blade isn't supposed to be able to be stopped by anything. But these two, oh, you've got Iron Man going up against Iron Fist, the two Iron characters in the Marvel Universe there. The colors on it is beautiful. I don't think it's got quite what it takes there. Something about the little bit dated Iron Man armor there drags it down just a little, so this Avengers takes the win. All right, now we're going to, like I said, I started off with 90 comics, and we're going to whittle it down to 45 winners tonight, and we're getting down to it. Next up, we got Alien Worlds number 1, and what a beautiful, I think it's a Chiodo cover, going up against the Astonishing X-Men number 1, a classic John Cassidy cover. All right, these two beauties here, Wolverine's claws, look at the shine on that middle claw there, going up against the tail light cover, the landscape of this alien planet there. Oh, you can almost smell the atmosphere there. I'm sorry. I love this one, and it's simple, but something about the appeal of the colors. This is a more dynamic image, and Alien Worlds takes the win tonight. What a surprise. Oh, this is so much fun. Next up, we got Zatanna number 2 in this one. Something about the tension of that one eye being covered. Going up against Prophet number 9, one of my favorite white covers, done by Stephen Platt. Both beauties there. All right, take a sip if you got it. Take a sip, take a hit, take a bump, do what you gotta do. Sit back, enjoy. This is Comic Bowl 2. What a magical cover we've got here. That blue-eyed blazing of Zatanna up against Prophet. Look at that back there. And the juxtaposition of that skinny, thin, feminine figure with the wings arching out and Prophet's back there. That huge, wide stance of that male character bound by the orange circle there. Oh, do we got a dark, tension-filled one with a beautiful blue eye, or this white, simplistic Stephen Platt cover? That's kind of an oxymoron. Stephen Platt and simplistic. If I had to choose one of these, I'd have to see. I want to see if it's Platt art inside. I want to see more of this one, and that Prophet takes the win. All right. Next up, we got Strange Tales number 178, a Jim Starlin beauty. Going up against Classic X-Men number 3, Art Adams goodness there. Oh, the Eye Storm there. That's going to be hard to beat. Oh, but we've got Jim Starlin's take on Warlock, one of my favorite characters there. Look at how it's like an operatic background with all those other figures there with the planets. This one is just an epic cover. Oh, this is the 25th anniversary and it's one of my favorites. This is so hard. It's like choosing between your favorite kids. Oh man, what do you do? Okay, it comes down to then, I'm likely to read both of them too. What about, okay, if I could only save one, if my house was on fire, which I'd grab this Strange Tales. It takes the win over Art Adams. That is a surprise. So, Strange Tales takes the win. Art Adams suffers a loss. Let's move it on to Daredevil number 146 with Bullseye, Gil Kane image there, up against X-Men Schism number 2. And this one is a Cho cover. Oh, we've got Rogue. I love when she's drawn right. That scarf, her hair blowing. Oh, that's cool. Wolverine behind her. Oh, but we've got Daredevil. Bullseye in all the camera angles. That gun pointing right at him. It's that moment. Is he going to pull the trigger? Which one of these takes the win? You know what? This classic trade dress here with Daredevil, I like so much better than this Schism that you can hardly read. Why they use typography like that is a mystery to me. I love the image here. But I take everything into account, and I'm sorry, but Daredevil takes the win on this one. All right, next up we got Exo Man of War, number 14. This is a Bart Sears cover here. I love it. It's a classic. And going up against Secret Wars, number 4. Oh, that image of Black Widow. This is another Gimmick cover. It's got foil there in the trade dress, but that image of Black Widow there. Oh, I love Exo Man of War and Turok there. Oh, this one's just so much more colorful. It catches my eye. This is an easy win. That's surprising. But Exo Man of War takes the win. Oh, that's so much fun. All right, next up we got Wolverine number 2. And this one. Oh, I love it when they bring humor into a cover. Going up against X-Men Deadly Genesis number 3. A Mark Silvestri image of him holding a burnt cadaver of Banshee there. He does die in that comic book there, and it is tragic. I didn't see it coming. I don't think anybody did. It was a surprise. But this one, look at the bullet trail going across Wolverine, and he's got hit with those bullets, and it hit his book. And that, look, whenever they bring humor into it, I love it. But when there is a death, it's a big thing. And Banshee, one of the original classic new X-Men's there. Oh, what are we going to choose on this one? Silvestri up against a beautiful image of Wolverine. This one just tells a better story there. I love this one, the expression on his face. This is almost a perfect comedic, dark humor cover, and Wolverine, this Wolverine, takes the win on that battle. Oh, that's so close, though. All right, only a handful left. Next up, we got Justice League Task Force number 8, featuring a female version of the Martian Manhunter. What a mouthful. Going up against Thor Vikings number 1, a Glenn Fabry beautiful image of Thor. This is becoming one of my favorites here. Look at the blue dots on his uniform there. I love it. Carrying that hammer, you can feel the weight of it. Usually, it just looks like a foam hammer or something, but that one really looks like a big stone, heavy hammer. But this one, the Martian Manhunter, it's a bondage cover in that snake. There's so many suggestions. This is a controversial cover here. Which one's taking the win? You know what? I love a superhero story, and this one compels me to read it more than this one, which is an oddity. But the Martian Manhunter, it's an interesting character, but this Thor takes the win. But I gotta say, I see good things for that Justice League one. It might be able to claw its way back. None of these comics are out of it yet. I have 5 open spaces that they'll battle for. But next up tonight, we got Captain America number 7, one of my favorite Jim Lee images, going up against Rye number 1, a classic Valiant cover here. Oh, there's so much history entwined in that one. I was really caught up in all the Valiant hype when it was big, and this one, I was so surprised to find it. There was a low print run, they said, whether or not that's true or not. But just that memory of how excited I was to get that one. Oh, but this one, I just started looking closer at it when I reviewed these Jim Lee Captain Americas, and it caught my fancy. I love the parachute in the background, and I gotta say, this image here done by Jim Lee is just so dynamic, and it takes the win on that one. All right, we're down to my last face off tonight. This is so much fun. These are great comics, every single one of them. But this one is going to be Flash number 323, that beautiful black cover, up against Kazar number 1, and this one is that hidden image. It's got the F word hidden in the bushes right there, and you can't really make it out. You got to use your imagination, but this one, it is a beautiful, vibrant cover there. All right, one last drink if you got it. But we got these two figures, Reverse Flash, Flash battling it, Black. That's going to be hard to beat. And this one, it is kind of a gimmick cover. It's one of the earlier controversial covers, hidden image covers there. I love the story with it, though. Any comic that involves a good story, and there's nothing better than a controversy as far as stories go. This one has a lot of points for that, but this one, that beautiful Black, it speaks volumes to me. When they do a Black cover right, it really is a beautiful thing, and this Flash is the next to move it on in Comic Bowl 2. That is so much fun. Well, let me set these back, and you'll get a look at how we stand. All right, there you have it. All of my winners and losers from tonight. Like I said, these 45 winners are going to move it on, and these losers are going to battle it out in my wild card episode where they're fight for 5 open positions. It'll be a bloodbath. So join me then. I love these comic bowls, and what a great kickoff it was tonight. Thanks for joining me, and let me know what other suggestions you have for next year's Comic Bowl. These are the contestants, and one of these is going to walk away with the Steranko Trophy. Thanks for joining me, and have a great night.